Aaron, this is something that we discussed before we recorded, and that's your major issue with regards to that particular point, where the father
Yeah.
dies, and then, well, because we can't have Cat be an orphan and not have two sad backstories, we had to
Yeah,
bring him
I
back.
don't think the movie would then be Casper the friendly ghost. It wouldn't. I mean,
He's
it
still
wouldn't.
friendly. There's nothing changing about that. He's still friendly. It's just
But
that
Casper the friendly ex-ghost, former ghost.
former ghost. Yeah.
yeah. Well, technically, it's just Casper. The movie is just Casper, so there's no hint about him being a ghost or not at the end. So, but what is it about the that entire scenario that you didn't like? Like, I mean, of course, the father had to be brought back to life.
Oh, sure. I mean, if you think of it logically, I guess for Cat's well-being, you need the father there because you need like whatever, some sort of parent and stuff like that. But you would just think like an 8-year-old kid who, whose life was cut short. The father actually made that shit for him. So whatever that vial
Yeah.
was, and then you are so okay with like the 8-year-old kid or 10-year-old kid saying, "It's okay, I meant to be dead," and you go and live your life. Like, okay, and yeah, it just seemed weird for me. It
Would
made
Cat
sense
have
for the
actually
story,
been?
I'm guessing.
Would Cat have actually been better off without the drunk dad?
Without
That's a
the hobo
dark question to
house
be.
hopping dad.
It would
I
also
don't know.
make for a very interesting sequel to the movie. How do the two kids survive without any guardian in there to kind of take care?
Social
Well,
service, right?
the dad is still there as the ghost.
Yeah.
As a,
The dad is still there as a ghost. The uncles are
I mean,
still there.
again,
as
though,
ghosts.
it's not like he's earning money anyway because he says he needs
Exactly. So you're not really missing out on much. You still have the mouthpiece.
That's a valid point. Plus, because Casper is back, technically he owns the land and
Yeah.
Mansion. Yeah. So you don't have to pay rent. You don't pay anything. Just bit of
No, we
security.
don't know that because it was Carrington's father that then put the house on the will for her. So we don't know whether the house
But then
was then
Carrington's also dead
sold.
now. So
Yeah, but then it will go to the estate, right? And so who's going to
Yeah.
believe?
legal, yeah.
An 8-year-old kid is now still 8 years old after all these years. Who's going to believe that? But, yeah.
But
yeah,
I wonder if they could have made another vial. Like you had one, you could have just made a few more, and then
he was sent to the asylum, right? The nut house, because he went around telling
Casper's
people
dad.
like, I have. Yeah. So the maker was said to be nuts, and we don't know if the recipe or ingredients were ever listed down.
So,
that's
question,
true.
right?
Yeah.
Does Casper speak to his dad at any point once he becomes a ghost?
I would think so.
That's why he would have made that, right? Otherwise, the whole machine and stuff.
Okay, so then the idea behind Casper not remembering anything is because it's been so long that has happened that he's forgotten about it.
Because when he reads the article, he does start to remember, right? When he reads the article, he remembers that he wanted to play on a sled, and his father then made him whatever the toy that he wanted. They went out into the cold, and then I guess he dies of pneumonia, right? Because he's out exposed to the cold in that era, right? So I think he does remember it. It's just a period of not having, like, I mean, Naeem, with your memory loss, you'd have first-hand relatability.
I just wanted to know if it happened that he was with his father at some point? And if so, then why, when the machine became ready, why was he like not immediately this thing? It wouldn't have been like he created the machine, he had everything ready, and then the first thing he
No,
did
but
was go tell someone else that he's managed to.
But
yeah,
he was an inventor, and I don't know. Probably you would think that when someone asks like, "Oh, what are you working on?" I'm working on a mission to bring back the dead or bring back my dead son.
immediately call the cuckoo police and
You would
capture
think
them.
trying to do something as crazy as that, you would want to keep hush hush until you're actually able to do something like that, right?
Who knows? Maybe he had investors putting in money, and they're like, "What have you done with
I
money?"
like how we think. This is that kind
Yeah,
of podcast.
yeah. That's we're delving
Well,
deep into
well,
the back.
you made us watch another movie along the same
Hey,
lines
hey,
not so
in
long
my
ago.
defense, Casper was Prady's,
So
was it not?
I said Scooby Doo.
no, it was you.
No, I
When
did
we
look for
said
No,
Scooby Doo. We couldn't find Scooby Doo.
we couldn't find it, so that's the last alternative that we had. But yeah,
whatever the reason, this was your suggestion.
okay. But with all that being said, I think there are a lot of plot holes, and the biggest plot hole for me was the fact that this entire thing was, I mean, the doctor was basically on a mission to find his wife, right? And this entire story is about unfinished business, which almost makes it look like a mafia story with unfinished business, mob story, right? But no,
Uh,
the one thing is this unfinished business, and we see that, a fine, Casper, the unfinished business was he died young. He wanted to kind of try and his father was lonely, so he wanted to give his father company, and so he didn't want to go and cross the bridge. But once his father was sent to the loony bin, I mean, what more business did he really have? Like, honestly, he could have called it a day, and it's easy as tapping your heel thrice, like in Wizard of Oz. You could have just said, "I don't have unfinished business," and phew. Now,
he didn't say the magic words, right? I mean,
he,
Carrington showed us how it has to be done. So yeah.
yeah, Carrington show, and the biggest thing is, like, we know that the mom didn't have unfinished business. What universe did the father think that she did have unfinished business? Did he think that she still hung on because, like, she didn't want them to be lonely, or she didn't want to leave them? Because the whole point of finding the wife was that she had to have unfinished business in order to be found, right? Otherwise, if she had, then she would have been poof. And that's what
And also, what did he think the unfinished business was, that he was roaming from city to city? Like, if the unfinished business, if if it really was a thing, wouldn't it be something related to do with him and the daughter?
Yeah, in which case then the wife would have come searching for them. Like, there's no
In,
point in the wife was not playing like hide and seek, in the sense that I'm hiding somewhere.
my
I've got to unfinish.
unfinished business is that to see how much you love me and how far would you go to search for me.
Yeah,
It's like I'll make sure you don't move on.
no.
Yeah,
So also, is
I,
it like is she tethered to a particular place and they're not able to find that place? Because like how Casper maybe was tethered to this house, he could have gone anywhere in the
no,
world.
but I think
Was he tethered though? I don't
In
know.
the sense, I don't know. Like, I'm just feeling like there's no other reason. The whole plot point was like she had unfinished
There
business.
were so many weird things because like Casper went through the phone lines to catch thing, but then the three uncles went to the bar just with the dad. So yeah, I
there's
don't
like a
really know how
specific
that
radius
works.
they can travel to from their origin. Like
But
maybe
it's like
that's
a Deliveroo app. Like, I can
like
only go 10
you
kilometers
can't
away.
go beyond a certain point. Like
But then
Oh, so then
But
it's a
then telecom is so advanced that we can go through wires.
how far does he
Amazing.
go though? He doesn't, right? Like he's staying in a motel or something that's not too
yeah. I
far.
think she's staying in. That's what I was going to say. That it's good fortune that she stayed in a motel that is just close, very close, maybe within that radius, because otherwise he would have had a tough time finding. But no, to be fair, because the wife comes in the end and says, like, you guys love me enough that I don't have unfinished business. Then what the hell are you still here for?
No, she came, right? It
She's
was
an
not
angel.
that she was a ghost wandering.
Not
She
ghost.
became an angel.
Yeah.
So no, so I'm confused now. So she's an angel and she's not a ghost.
No,
She's not.
yeah.
She's an angel.
She's
So
not
so
a ghost.
the ghostly trio, when they said that they heard of, okay, was that also maybe them trolling
That was
around?
them playing the prank,
Yeah,
right?
okay,
And that's
fine.
when the fatso
No,
confessed.
because at the end when she
No,
comes, she does
she
mention that.
plays on the fact that she does say she's been watching over them, right? So
Yeah,
basically she does see at this point it's like the angel mom is being a dick. She could just literally walk
Yeah.
at that point and just tell the father that, listen, these guys are just fucking around with you. There is no unfinished business. I'm not a
No,
no, but
ghost.
why even wait till then?
why even wait till then? You know, like,
Yeah,
this
yeah,
idiot is bouncing around from house to house and
yeah, yeah.
mate, take it easy. I don't
Initially,
want you
I
to be
thought
looking for me.
initially I thought it's more like this concept of maybe the mother is trapped in like a world between both, right? Like between,
That's what the
and
ghosts
like
are, right?
maybe
They're
there
not
is
trapped, but
no, not in that sense. Like beyond like this
Oh, they went to the next level, level
next level,
2.
like just one before entering hell or
heaven.
heaven, you kind of are stuck
I like the
there.
fact that you knew hell
Yeah.
straight away, but you didn't know the word heaven. You're like, we know where you're headed to.
Yeah, I know
No,
where I'm going. I know my destination.
no, okay, but honestly speaking, so I could get you. They could have made it in such a way that she's stuck in this nether realm or this mid-verse only because they are not able to let go.
Yeah, that would have been nice. Why
That
didn't you
makes sense,
script it?
huh?
You were 3 years old. You should have scripted it.
I was 4,
How? 95 is
97,
the same. What?
95.
95. Yeah, you would have been 2, I think.
Out of it too. Yeah, no. Oh yeah, 95. Shit, why did I think it was 97?
Maybe
Yeah.
that's the sequel.
Yeah,
That's
maybe that was.
the Wendy thing, I think.
Mhm.
That's Peter Pan. What the fuck
The,
is
the
that?
red color. What's her name? The witch.
Huh?
Huh?
Guys, come on! There was another movie with Casper and like Wendy the witch or something like that.
Wendy the Witch. It sounds very
There's
familiar.
like a red. I can't be hallucinating.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's Hilary Duff's one. That's Casper meets Wendy. Fair. Yeah. Okay, that was the third one. That was after watching the other sequel. There's no way I was going to the next one. But yeah, there was one apparently. Yeah. Okay.
I think
So
I
your
need to
memory
watch it
serves
again.
you well.
I watched the Wendy one, I think.
Okay.
Not the,
Yeah. Yeah. No, I watched it just because I got it free from KFC. But yeah.
Yeah.
I think
Shout out to KFC.
shout out to KFC.
They need
Bring
to
back those
reintroduce
days.
that again. Yeah, they need to reintroduce. I got introduced to Rush Hour too
But I
because of
think
that.
they first have to
But-
give us a VHS before they start giving us like a VHS player before they start handing out the VHS.
PCR.
Yeah,
Mm.
VHS
it's been
player.
a really long time. Casper.
Yeah.
got it.
Okay.
Mm.
No. So let's not digress now. So that was one of the major things. Like this mother could have done it at any point in time. I don't understand why she waited for this
She
opportune
liked to
moment
see
in her.
her husband remembering her. And she's like, he can't let go. He's
He
just
remembered her all this time. He could have done
No, she liked the
for
fact
the
that
sake
this
of
guy
the
is
daughter.
not looking around. He's
It's
not
like
looking around.
why break his spirit? He is like why ruin his reputation of being a
And until that
whatever
point, I don't think
doctor
he's
and stuff.
drinking too much, right? He only starts drinking a lot once he starts hanging out with these 3 ghosts.
I mean, we've not seen his private life in the other places, but yeah, it feels like. Oh, but he's not had any success. He's not found any ghosts until now because the daughter clearly knows that. It was clearly of the opinion that he was bullshitting his way through life at that
I don't
point.
know about the daughter, but he himself, with his first encounter with the ghost, is very clear he's not met ghosts at all. So,
Yeah.
that's fairly
Yeah. So those were like major plot points, which I was like, huh. Now, again, like Aaron mentioned, I think that's because we're watching it when we're in our 30s and not when we were 4 or 5. I definitely did not watch it when I was 2 years old. I was busy being traumatized I was busy being traumatized by the Lion King and Mufasa's death to be bothered by another traumatic story in Casper. And I actually thought they were going to do a little bit of a flashback to show his entire backstory, but thank God it was just a narration, because I think that would have been quite.
When would you have watched this? Because I definitely watched it in the 90s only. Like
I would have watched it when I moved here. That's when I started getting all those. So I remember my teens, early teens. Right? No, wait. Sorry, no. Wait, I didn't move to Dubai when I was 10. I was at least 6. Yeah, 6, 7. So I'd have watched it when I was 8, 9. Yeah, around that time. Yeah.